Hi, welcome to the Relationships and Mental Health channel. I am your host, Dr. Jeremy Tilawen, and today we will be discussing about ways to get along well with your family on holidays, family gatherings, and any other celebrations out there where family gather around. And this is the right place for you to be. But before we get started, I would like for you to consider subscribing. Subscribing is very easy. What you just do is you look at the red button under this video and just click that. Then you're just done. There's nothing to it. Now you'll be able to get more and more videos as I produce some videos in the future about many topics concerning mental health and relationships. First of all, I will identify reasons why it's difficult to get along well with family. And then the second part of that is then now that we know why it's so difficult, then what are you going to do about it? What are the things that you can do in order for you to get along well and with family and have a better relationship? First of all, reality check. There is no family that is 100% functional. Every family is dysfunctional. You say, even me? No, my family, we get along very well, and everybody seems to be in the best behavior, and we hug and we do all these things. Well, no, even your family is dysfunctional. That's reality check. Now, if you ever meet somebody that tells you their family there's no problems at all, everybody gets along well with everybody, and there are no problems at all, then you've met a liar, because there is no family that is 100% functional. Now, granted that there are some families that are this much dysfunctional, this small, and there are some that are, the ways of their dysfunctionality is as wide as Grand Canyon and is as high as Everest or the Kilimanjaro, and that is the reality of it. So your problems in your family may be very mild, but granted that there are issues that are going on right now that you may not even be you're not even aware of what's going on. Yeah. So if you have a perfect family, by the way, invite us so we can come to your party and we can all sing Kumbaya and hold hands and, and just hug, if you have that kind of family. But the reality of it that there is not that family that gets along well 100%. Okay, so let's get started. So why is it so difficult to get along well with family over the holidays when there is family gathering? Every time family gathers, this is a time when family members become very intrusive in your life. They want to ask the most personal questions that you can think of. That's one of the most difficult things, because people feel intimidated. They don't want to answer certain questions because certain things are just embarrassing or they're just too personal. Now, what you really want to actually tell most of them during a family gathering is, none of your business. Stop asking me personal questions. But you want to maintain harmony in your family. You want to not burn any bridges out there. So what you do, you just play along. And we'll look at the solutions to these problems, by the way, down the road. The other one is about history. Okay, there is a history. But remember, your family knows you so well. They know your failures. They know things that you're sad about. They know inadequacies that you have, your regrets, things that you're just not proud of, and they may go along well to just point those things out. So it makes you very vulnerable when they know so much about you, because they've been knowing you since you've been growing up. Now, a stranger does not know that, so they don't know how to hit you with all those topics that you feel very uncomfortable with, because you're not vulnerable so much to a stranger. So it makes it that much difficult, because once they bring up some of these topics, you just want to disappear. You just don't want them to bring those topics. But some families tend to bring up those topics, all the time. The other reason why it is so difficult to get along well with family is that there are conflicts that has already been brewing inside your family. Certain family members do not like others a cousin who is feuding with an uncle, your brother is feuding with your brother, with your other brother, your dad is mad at your mom for something, and they want to be able to involve you, to take sides in some of their conflicts, and you decide, you have to decide which side you're on and everything else. You don't have to, and we'll look at that too. So it makes it that much difficult because now you're in the torn in the middle. If you choose one side to be with your dad against your brother, or your mom against your brother, you're going to lose one way or the other. Now, the other reason why it could be difficult to be around family is because of jealousy. Now, most of you have achieved a lot in life, and sometimes there are some family members that haven't achieved much. So there comes a time when you're all together and it's almost like they're comparing themselves to you. And looking at you, they think that you're stuck up, you're selfish, you're just arrogant because you think you've achieved all that. And so they look at you and some of them are just instantly mad at you. And you haven't done anything just because they look at you and you're successful and they're not. So this makes it difficult. Because instead of them just talking to you the way they're supposed to be able to talk to you as a family member, as a brother, as a sister, as an uncle, they are looking at you like, oh, wow, look at him. Look at the kind of car he drives. Look at the kind of job he has. Look at, the house he lives in. And that's not what you're there for. You're there to celebrate, but they look at you differently. And that can make it very difficult because now your success is now being used against you instead of being celebrated by your family members. The other thing that really gets family members to be in a very bad mood and to be depressed sometimes and making it very difficult to get along or to communicate with others during family gathering is the issue of grief. Every time family members meet, it is a constant reminder of family members who have died, who have dearly departed. And so when you are sitting around, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, or any other celebration or family reunion, it's a constant reminder that that uncle that used to make those jokes, repeating jokes that was funny and even, hilarious is no longer there. Your dad that used to be a person that gave all this advice during family gathering is gone. A mother that used to be so loving and that you miss that tender, loving care from your mom, she's no longer there. And so you start to continue to grieve. So you're angry, you're sad, you're just not yourself because you're feeling like, I wish he was still here. I wish she was still here, whether it's your uncle, your mom, your dad, or a friend, that they're no longer here. And so these can become a problem because now you see some people that just isolate on the side, that don't want even to talk to anybody. And people think it's about them. No, it's this person's turmoil because they have not really resolved the grief that they've been dealing with for a while. And some that could be a problem in itself. The other thing that makes it very difficult to get along well with family members during some of these gatherings is people bring up very controversial topics. They bring up very difficult topics to deal with when family gather. People want to, discuss abortion, politics, religion, the right to die, and other alternative lifestyles that may not be conducive in those family gatherings because when you meet, different family members have different values. Even though you're related, when you start arguing, it's not about just abortion or the religion. It's like you're trying to question other people's values and saying their values are wrong and yours are right. So if you like this video, consider subscribing because I have more videos coming up that are very, very exciting and you don't want to miss that. So the way to do that, like I said before, just go at the very bottom of this video and just hit the red button that says subscribe. You hit that and you're done. You don't have to do anything else. And now we are connected and you please keep coming back for more videos like this. This is Dr. Tilawen wishing you the blessings of today and possibilities of tomorrow. You have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next segment. Don't go away.